You know you're not allowed to have a gun because it's a parole violation.
Well, the
So you're going to be
gentleman at
taken
the
in a
corner,
hat.
the gentleman that was standing at the corner over by the clothing store there next to that construction site, he didn't say I couldn't have a gun. I said I want to buy a gun, and he said, okay, here you go, give me the cash, you know. And I mean, so I bought the gun.
Yeah. But if you go back in
then you
time,
bought it off the
yeah,
black market.
No, I bought it off the
which
street.
is illegal as well.
What is going on, you guys? Over Gaming, back with another video. So we are here, and what we are doing is we are in Kuffs FiveM Server, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna be a mechanic over here at this gas station and Los Santos Customs, and we're gonna be taking some cars that we're working on. We're just gonna joyride them a little bit, and we're gonna see what the cops do. So this one's actually gonna be a dirt bike. I've done one. Did a car that I hadn't started the recording yet, so we're gonna go ahead and spawn a dirt bike in, and we'll go ahead and use that. So Sanchez, there we go. So we're gonna beef this bad boy up a little bit. It's gotta be able to do what we want it to do here. There we go. I don't even know. Oh, Morgan Freeman. That's right. So we're gonna take some alleys, make it look like we're trying to stay off the road here. That's a bit of a crap right there. So this one, we're gonna go right here. Sketchy. There we go. Just gonna testing this bike, you know, we're gonna be trying some different tires on this bike and trying to see what works good for it. So far so good. They've kind of let us go and do what we were doing. I mean, they got a little mad when we were on the road with the car. Well, not mad, but they told me to stay off the road, so I'm actually trying to do that here a little bit. But was also going across the road to give some little place up. And we got some cops. Alright, so
dispatch.
Let's see what's going on with them this time.
Show me 1015 with King 6. We're about How you doing there, sir?
How's it going, officer?
Well, I'm doing pretty good there. Didn't I just talk to you a minute ago there, sir?
Yes, sir, you did.
Let me guess. Another customer.
Well, this is more of a test bike. This is my bike, but we're trying to figure out what wheels do the best for some off-roading. These are kind of thicker, a little bit bigger. So I was trying to see how they landed with off-roading. I just had to get back to the shop here.
Okay, well, there's a couple things. We'll have you go ahead and step off the bike there. You're not going to be needing that. You're not going to be needing that. Okay, now I know I told you to test drive some cars if you wanted to. Where did I tell you to take that thing? Where was I explaining to you that you needed to go?
Well, you told me on the beaches, sir.
Okay, that's that way. That's that way.
And the trails.
Okay, and we've gotten about 10 calls about you tearing through people's cornfields and their farmyards and everything else over there. I mean, you were probably in the trails, but you cut a path of destruction across half the county over there.
Well, I went through the trails back here, up behind the shop here. Went down towards the police station there. Was in them that woods over there. I was in that for a little bit. I was on that dirt road way back down there. I was down there for a little bit, and then I crossed the main road there, Great Ocean, and went over into the woods over by the mill, and then I come up the railroad track here and took that to the farm and cut through a field that they were planting, but I didn't go through where they were planting at the moment, you know, like I was down the field from them. Had to get back to the road, you know.
So you at no time were in anybody's property. You weren't on any of their property at all. You weren't cut through any fields. You were just strictly on the railroad tracks, right?
Well, no. The farm across the street there, across Great Ocean. I was in that farm. I told you that's why I cut across back up the Great Ocean Highway. Was through that farm. Well,
you realize that that's private property, and you know you going through their cornfield stuff like that. I mean, it may not have been a lot, but you could have cost them, you know, dollars, ears of corn, and cabbages and stuff. You know, I mean that's private property.
I mean, I wasn't trying to cause no damage. I was trying to stay off the road like you had asked me to do.
Right. Well, I mean, I do appreciate that. You know, I mean, I do appreciate that.
So let's see how far we can push
but I
this
mean,
here.
With all these people that have called, I just can't imagine that you've done nothing wrong here.
Yeah, I don't know if I did or not, officer. You know, I was trying to stay in the tree line, but at some point I got to go down the road or cut through a farm, and you had asked me to stay off the road, so I cut through the farm, you know. So I thought that was the best situation. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe I messed up a little bit here.
All right. Well, let me make a call here. Let me just keep eye on him, King 6. I mean, just keep eye on him.
Let me see if I can get away with this. If I can get through this, I'm gonna do another one.
You got any calls from any citizens about any property damage or anything out there? And is it an offense to be riding their bike on the tracks, down the tracks?
If he tells me to stay on the road, then we're gonna use that.
Because I'm in a pickle.
I'm in a pickle. I love Ray. He's so good. Ray, if you ever see this, I love you, dude.
Alright, I'm assuming even the property damage would be a civil matter, too. Alright, 10-4.
All these guys on Kuffs, you guys are so cool.
Alright, sir. Well, what I'm going to do again is... Technically, if there was any property damage, that would be a civil matter. That's not a criminal matter because you technically didn't do anything criminal against the city law. But if I see you out here again on anything, driving anything other than the speed limit, I'm going to arrest you on site for reckless endangerment. Because, I mean, you can do it once and then get away with it. Do it twice, you know what I mean? I'll give you a more stern warning. But if you do it again, driving around acting like that, that's just reckless. And I'm going to have to take you to jail. So I'm going to get this pad back out here. I'm going to write you another ticket. Now this is going to be a summons to appear because you're going to have to you're probably going to get sued by those residents if they decide to take legal action. Now there's going to be a number on here. You call down there in a couple days, see if anybody has acted on this case. Basically what I'm saying is call down there and make sure that they didn't call and file a complaint against you.
Well, I can go talk to Johnny. I know Johnny pretty well. I can go talk to him.
Okay, well I mean it wasn't just Johnny that called. We got numerous calls about you, so you know, just because you only remember Johnny, there might have been another yard down the road there that you might have hit and didn't realize it was actually private property too. Because, you know, that's kind of, nobody builds fences up here. You know what I mean? The property lines run together, so you kind of don't know. So you just kind of got to be more careful.
Well, if there ain't a fence, ain't that a sign of come on in?
No, not necessarily. Well, not exactly. I mean, and hopefully nobody, you know, presses charges on you because property damage can go into thousands and thousands of dollars. You know, you got to figure if you damage something, they got to get a backhoe out here. They got to drag the backhoe on a semi, get the people to bring it, and then get it over. You know what I mean? Just that alone could cost you thousands of dollars just to get it out there. That's not including the work and getting it back home.
For a tire
and that's just for 1 yard.
Well,
it's illegal to be on the railroad tracks. Well, it's illegal to be on the railroad tracks at all anyway. But again, that's private property. We don't own that or maintain that. If you get killed on there, I mean, that's your fault, you know, for just being a moron. But like I said, I don't want to see you anymore on any car but yours driving the normal speed limit, all right?
So I can't test vehicles no more. So I can't do my job?
No, what you need to do is contact your boss and have him. If your job entails testing cars all the time, then he needs to go rent a lot or a property where you can do just that. Because the city streets and neighborhood are not your testing ground. If you want to do even more testing, throw all these on a flatbed and go up to the dirt track in Los Santos. You can test all you want there. But this city is not made for testing. It's made for hillbillies and rednecks to retire comfortably and be horribly miserable in their lives. And that's it.
So if I was just a hillbilly redneck that lived up here, that wanted to enjoy playing around and having some fun, riding my four-wheeler, could I do that?
Because you probably own your own property like the rest of these people up here do. You don't see them riding on the streets because they own property. They stay on their own property.
Well,
if you used to come out here and buy a farm, well, then why aren't you on your property then?
Do you see my property?
Tear up your yard instead of somebody else's.
Man, it's right behind you.
No, you didn't point to it.
It's right there, man. Right, boarded up all them them walls and shit right there. Boarded up windows.
Well, there you go then.
I ain't got much property.
Then tear that. Well, I mean, it doesn't look like it's lived in. Tear it down and build a track. But like I said, that's up to your boss. What? I mean, whoever owns that shop should be doing that. If you're the employee, you should just be enjoying the benefit of what he's providing. He needs to provide you with a track so you can do your job. I mean, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'll tell him I ain't gonna test drive no more until he builds me a track.
Yeah, or like I said, I mean, if worst comes to worst, and you really love testing cars, and I mean, you know, you're a mechanic, you probably do. Have him rent you a flatbed and take you to Los Santos to that dirt track. Go down there and spend a whole day down there testing these cars. You know what I mean? Take a monster truck, whatever you're working on, take them all down there and just race them all day long. Get it out of your system, and then bring them back up here on that truck, and there you go. That's what I do.
Oh man,
all right, I gotta get back to work,
fun.
brother.
Thank you.
Yeah, all right, but like I said though, no more racing
truck.
and drag racing and all that shit around here. All right.
All right, I won't be drag racing. You got my word, man.
All right. I mean drag racing, any kind of racing.
I ain't gonna race no one. You got my word.
What am I dispatch?
I'm gonna go get a monster truck now. I'm telling him that he just made it sound like so much fun that I couldn't resist. And see if I can get one. I don't even know if I can. Vehicle spawner. Oh god, what would it even be? Let's try off-road. Bam! I don't know if I can get this out, dude. I can. That's legit. I'm gonna mess with this guy. What am I gonna do? Alright, I know what I'm gonna do. So we're gonna edit this thing. I'm gonna make it an American flag, but oh damn, I passed it. Let's find a paint that I like here. There we go. Let me see. There's gotta be a way to change this flag though. I don't know how I would change it, that's the issue. Accent color? Doubt it. Alright, so it'll be in paint, I think. So, I don't know what it's changing exactly. Can't fucking see. I kinda like that. Alright. So we'll get a color here. There we go, we'll go with that one. Paint options, liveries. So it's not any of these. It's not any of these. Where's it at? Come on. You told me go out and be a redneck, so I'm gonna go out and be a redneck. Oh, come on, get out there. There we go. says. I'm gonna mess with this cop, but I'm not gonna mess with this cop. But I do like this. Like, this cop is cool. Just being that weird old redneck guy, you know. He's probably gonna get me for like shooting within 10 feet of a road or some shit. Alright, we're gonna go get a different gun. No God, I'm stuck at the truck.
Hold right there. Hold right there. Put down the gun. Put down the gun.
Oh man, it's down, it's down, it's down.
Get your hands up and get on your knees.
I'm on scene here with you.
Get your hands up and get on your knees.
What I do, officer?
I got him covered for you.
I'm in my yard.
I'll explain that in a minute.
Man, I was in my yard. I don't know what I did.
One dispatch. We've got a one male custody here at this house on the corner of Procopio and Polio.
Man, I did what the officer told me to do.
Alright, now we received reports of gunshots over here, brother. What's going on?
I was shooting my gun into my garage. I mean, the bullet holes are right there.
Fuck.
Wire cutters on him.
You mentioned...
what was your name again, sir? Jesus Christ. What was your name again? Oh, Morgan Freeman, yeah. Yeah, I did. I did, and there was no, nothing that I said had anything to do with the gun. We were talking about cars and trucks and racetracks. Nobody said anything about a gun at all.
Well, you said that this area was for us rednecks who just want to have fun, and we like to shoot, man. I don't. You talked about a monster truck, so I got on the phone to
You
a buddy of
cannot
mine.
shoot in the city limits.
We're not in the city, officer. We're in the country.
No,
Well,
we're
I
in
mean,
the city.
Yeah, I mean we might be in a county, but I mean this is still Toledo. It's a city. It's a name. It's a village. You can't be shooting. You know, well, the rule of thumb is if you see a sidewalk or a paved road, that means no guns. I mean, you know, that's civil society.
I mean,
I'm gonna go ahead and run him, see if he's got a license even to be shooting.
I was shooting the other way. I was shooting towards the water off that way. I wasn't shooting towards people.
Jesus.
I ain't stupid.
101 dispatch.
No comment.
Yeah, I got this same character from earlier, Morgan Freeman. You need to do me a favor, see if he's got a gun license, and if he does or doesn't, is he on parole?
We're just gonna keep stepping it up.
Or anything?
We're just gonna keep going up. We're gonna keep upping the ante and see what happens here.
All right, King 6. Now the doors open. His truck. Was he actually in the truck?
No, he was behind it, and then he jumped in the back end of it, and then that's when I draw my weapon because I saw the gun.
Okay, so but he was actually in the vehicle, or okay. So that'll give me reasons to search this.
Out of character,
Right,
I was stuck under the truck, so when I jumped up, I went through it. You can consider that in the truck if you want. That's cool. Because I was like stuck under it. So.
All right.
I mean, like I told you, it's my buddy's truck. You said something about a monster truck, and it sounded fun, so made some phone calls, and I know lots of people, so he got one down here for me. And as you can see, I was playing around.
Yeah, well, I mean, he didn't take the meth out of there, out of the
Oh,
little corner
man.
pouch on the side of the door there. Yep, got 2 little patches of that. Now, where's this gun at?
He had me put it down. It's like right here at my left knee. He's still sitting there. And he had me put it down. I put it down. He told me to get down. I got down, and he cuffed me, and it's sitting there.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and pick that gun up then. All right, sir. Well, at this time, we're gonna be placing you under arrest. You are on parole anyway, and you shouldn't be having a gun.
They sold it to
So
me.
you're gonna be here. Well, they didn't do the records check. I mean, ignorance isn't, you can't, in the absence of law, you can't be ignorant. You know you're not allowed to have a gun because it's a parole violation.
Well, the
So you're gonna be
gentleman at the
taken in a
corner,
hat.
the gentleman that was standing at the corner over by the clothing store there next to that construction site, he didn't say I couldn't have a gun. I said I want to buy a gun, and he said, okay, here you go, give me the cash, and I mean, so I bought the gun.
Yeah. But if you go
Well,
back in
then
time,
you bought it off the
Yeah.
black market.
No, I bought it off the
which
street.
is illegal as well. Well,
I
go
ain't
back
got
to
a
the time
computer.
when you. Well, look, go back to the time your very first day with your parole officer, and you guys were all sitting there, and he was like, "Okay, now you know you're not allowed to have a gun at any time when your possession around you, anything," and you were like, "Yep, I understand." He signed that paper, and he's like, "All right, here's my card. I'm your parole officer." All right. From that moment on, you knew in your head that you should not be around a gun or having a gun. So the fact that you actually went and got one, like you're guilty as hell. There's nothing about that. Like that's just like one of the laws. When you're on parole, you cannot be in possession of a firearm. You're a felon.
Hey,
So,
right.
all right, good.
Should I have
I'm
painted
gonna
it like a Nerf
close
gun?
your. I'm gonna close your car door, and we're not gonna
Well, we're-
impound it. But you are going to jail tonight.
What am I
Oh
going
yeah,
to
you're
jail
gonna be going
for?
to jail for a breach of your parole by having a gun, and for 2 little baggies of methamphetamine
Man,
in
that
that little
wasn't
corner
mine.
pouch on the door.
That ain't mine.
Doesn't matter. The truck is your possession. You said that he gave it to you.
Well, he let me
You're the one
borrow it.
holding it.
It ain't my truck.
Well, same thing. He let you borrow that meth too. You just got caught with it. All right, come
You
on
should've
up there.
pulled it out of the
Stand up
vehicle.
here.
But I'm gonna be nice enough. I'm not gonna impound it. It'll stay here. But you are going to jail tonight.
Man, you can impound it. I don't care. It ain't my truck.
All right, dispatch. We're gonna be code 14.
Come on.
Man, this is nuts.
All right, we are too. Thank you, brother. All right.
Y'all
we'll see
can't
you back
like
at the
work with
station,
me
man.
here and help me out.
No.
No, not this
Hell
time.
no. Yeah, hell no. I've worked with you enough already today,
But I've
brother.
been listening every time, man. I stayed on my property. I was doing what you told me to do. Man, that
That's
cop,
fucking funny.
he's so confused, man. You just hear him laughing in the background. Officer, you should like pull down a side street here and just let me get out, man. Just let me get out. Come on, officer. Don't do this to me.
No, not me.
Why not, man? Come on, man. I'll take you for a ride in that monster truck. No. Oh, son of no. Come on, don't do this. Oh, damn it.
I'd rather work with that other gentleman than me. I would have took you to jail the first time.
I haven't done nothing the whole
All right,
time.
let's go.
Man, he just don't like me because I'm a working man.
Well, no, I don't like you because you're a moron.
I didn't.
You
I did
need
what
to-
you
you
told
need
me
to
to
re-
do. This is entrapment.
You need to read the rule book of life. You start from page 1 and read the whole thing, and then read it again.
Officer,
and then
this is
again.
entrapment. I did what you told me to do.
I know.
You told me to
All
play
right,
in
that was
my
pretty
yard.
good though.